Hi guys, it's Janine. So I have a really fun way for you to use up your scraps. I was inspired and I got this idea from this artist named Christy. She is on YouTube, so I will link her channel below, and she has a free online class that you can take where she shows you how to make art journal pages from your scraps. So I definitely want to show you the technique. Her free class is amazing. She has so many wonderful ideas. They're very similar to the Frankenstein pages that everyone is kind of making on YouTube now. I think she was probably the original though, but because she's been making them for a while. I mean, it's an old class, but it really has lots of useful information. And basically, it's just gluing your scraps together to make just pages for your art journal that you can scan into your computer. You can do so much with these, and I love anything where I can use my scraps because I have a ton of them. So this is the sheet that I did earlier, and you just grab your scraps, a glue stick, and you just kind of make your own kind of pages that you can use as art journal. She did hers double-sided because she was actually using it in a journal, and then she transforms the pages and makes them look really awesome. I'm going to scan these in probably for my students at my classes, and also probably for my patrons too. So yeah, that's why I think that this is such a great idea, because you can reuse kind of the paper that you love. And I love this kind of paint to relief paper. When I'm creating, I love to be able to tear a piece off so I can scan these in, and then they'll be for my use and I can just enjoy them. So that's pretty cool. So all you need is scraps and a glue stick. And I am working on parchment paper, and then just kind of an idea of how big you want your sheet to be. Mine will probably just be a standard size, but I don't really care. It's okay if it's a little bit longer. So this is just a piece of parchment paper. You could use, you know, the shiny side of freezer paper. You could just use so many different things. Wax paper would work well. Just something to cover your surface because it is going to get gluey in here. Okay, so just grab a load of scraps. Okay, so I have some here, and that's what it looks like after you're done. And you're just going to start gluing them together. Now you want them to overlap a little bit because of course that's how they're going to stay together. So maybe I'd start out with this one, and I'm using different weights of paper. Probably the only paper that I won't use is tissue paper, just because I'm not doing these double-sided. But if you were doing them double-sided, just make sure that you have, you know, a really strong piece behind your tissue papers. So you just add it just like that. And I'm just lining up the edge. And you can build these out as long as you want or as wide as you want. I tend to build mine up and then cut them down to what size I want, or what size I need in order to scan to my computer. So we'll just kind of keep going here. And this is such a fun way to use up your scraps because I love scraps. I think it's so fun to create with them, and I really get inspired by them. So. And I always have a ton of scraps from projects that just didn't work out, or all sorts of stuff. So, and I probably throwing them away because I'm like, I can use that for something. So this is a great way for people like me. You're probably not. You're probably very good and you throw things away. I'm not sometimes. So it's cool. And this way the scraps are together in sheets, you know, and I can use them in the future. So it's fun. And I kind of lift things up every once in a while. But her class is awesome. I hope you take it. It's a free online class, and there's lots of inspiration there. So it's fun. Definitely, this is just one little snippet of it. Like, there's definitely more to see, so I hope that you check it out. She makes the most beautiful journals just with these scraps. Like just with these scrappy pages, which is amazing because it's sometimes not easy to work with scraps. So it's very inspirational. And you can just keep going until you get the size that you want of your page. Pages. There you go. And some of those scraps are from my wonderful Kimberly, who just sent me some of her scraps. So see, there's some there. That one's hers. And then I have another sheet that I did too that has more of her scraps in there, which is wonderful. It's like a collaboration. I love it. I love to try to use Happy Mail as much as I can in my art, and sometimes it's stuff that you guys don't see, you know, because I'll collage it on canvases and that kind of stuff, or make it into ATCs that I give to my friends. So it's really fun, and it feels like you are creating with me, which I love. Wonderful. And you just keep building. So I'll grab maybe a piece of this. And don't be afraid to cover things up. It's okay. Though I don't want to cover up too much of that text. I like that. And these are just experiments that I did, things that didn't work out or that I used a little bit of, and I had leftover or under paper, painted papers, all sorts of stuff. So and it's great because I'm preserving it so I can use it again in another project. And I can use it multiple times, not just once. You know, they're my painted papers and I get to use them again and again. So it's fun. I love it. And you can tear or cut. Normally I cut, but for some reason I'm tearing right now. I could do one like this maybe, where that goes over all of them, but I don't know if I like that. I might have to cut this one down a little bit. Yeah. So I will link like my painty papers. Like this is a page that I made when I did bubbles in watercolor. So there's a ton that you can do here. And just kind of use whatever you love. Like that. Do I like that? But I don't want to cover up the gold. So maybe we'll do something like that. Cool. I'm okay with that. And you can just, you know, take a couple hours and make a couple sheets, scan them to your computer, and you have these really cool, interesting sheets that you made yourself that you can use in so many projects. You can use, this is a jelly print that I made years ago that's been just in my scrap box for a while, so I'm definitely going to use that. And you could even do color schemes, like this one has a lot of blue. You could just do vintage papers. You could kind of do your own little themes for these pages too. And you're going to use tons of glue stick, so it's okay. Just grab a pack and go to the dollar store or whatever. Very good. this is the other one that I made. There we go. So this has lots of scraps that I was sent by a wonderful, wonderful, wonderful supporter of my channel. So very cool. But they're just really interesting. And this one's really lighter. It's a little bit more delicate. So you kind of make them into whatever you want. Maybe I'll put this piece here. And just let everything dry, and then you can use it however you like. So thank you, Christy, for the inspiration. This is wonderful. Let's see. This one. My allergies are bothering me. It has been crazy weather in Colorado. It seems like it's snowing one day and then it's like beautiful and windy the next. It's crazy time. So I don't know. And then to finish it off, you're just kind of match the edges. So at this point, I'm going to finish this one, I think. I think we have enough here. Maybe I'll cut this down a little bit. Yeah, that's good. Just like that. And then I just need a little piece there. So we'll use this one. This is text from a Chinese book that I found. Wonderful. And as I said, you could build up both sides if you wanted to and then do your art on them. But I mean, this is so cool, and it's a custom made sheet. You know, no one else will have this because it was made from my scraps and the things that I create with. So I just think it's so fun and it's so unique and they're so much fun to make. So it doesn't take too long to make. See, just like that. So see, there's one done, and then these are the other ones that I made. So hopefully you're inspired. I hope you make a ton of these sheets for your art, and you scan them in and send some to your friends. Maybe send copies to your friends, and just have a wonderful time creating these wonderful scrappy sheets of paper that you can incorporate in your art. So thank you guys so much for watching. I hope you have a wonderful day. I think I'm going to keep this video short, even though I'm going to keep going and keep making more and more sheets, but I think you get the technique. You just want to make sure that there's a little bit of overlap, and you can let it dry and then come in and add glue where you need to. So yeah, you just want to make sure everything's nice and glued down. I would just make large sheets and then cut them down to whatever size you need. Okay, so thank you guys so much for all your support. Don't forget to give me a thumbs up. Please share this video if you have any friends that you think would like it. And I will see you later. Have a wonderful day. Bye-bye.